is falling apart. We made the mistake of traveling on the weekend and just like not arguing, because arguing doesn't help the situation at all.
Today has definitely been an emotional roller coaster.
How do we fix this though?
Welcome back. We're Honey, I Roam. I'm Amber. Giulietta is my other half, and Winston, our dog, live in this truck camper. We renovated it and we live in it full time. We went from living in the Colorado mountains off grid, had a quick trip to New Mexico, through Texas, and that's where we are right now. The travel day is underway. I feel so cheesy right now. I'm so sorry.
We have some fluid leaking from the hood of the truck. That's never fun. Luckily, we stopped at a rest area, but we have to head to the mechanic right now. I'm gonna show you what we got. It's definitely not water. It's definitely not fuel. It might be radiator fluid, and I checked all the levels and everything should be solid. We have 22 minutes to drive. Let's go. It has something to do with an AC part. That's just my speculation after thinking and driving for a second. And all of our other fluids were completely okay. But I'm no mechanic, so we're gonna get it checked out just in case, because anything dripping when we still have another, 800,000 miles to go, we gotta get checked.
We never even would have noticed if we didn't just look outside. I mean, our truck is thankfully behaving properly. It was just something outside. And it is normal for an air conditioner to leak. We just saw it seeping out of a specific part. So we're hoping that that part is okay. Hopefully he's like, what you talking about? Your air conditioner's on, you're good.
This truck has 150,000 miles on it, so we just fix what we need to fix when things come up, and part of it is doing it like this. Luckily, we're not 4 hours away from here in the middle of nowhere, so that's good.
And luckily our truck is behaving beautifully.
Yeah, it's driving totally normal. Never figured out what it is, so it is the AC accumulator. Not a huge emergency, but we also don't want to run out of AC refrigerant, so what is it? What else was it? Did you learn anything else that I didn't know? I figure we'll check it out anyway. What do you think?
It could either be that or the valve.
Did it seem like a simple fix?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Everybody on YouTube is fixing these in 3 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. That's good.
I'm hungry though, are you? Maybe we should eat something. I'm feeling hopeful. I think that there is some kind of an issue that we're gonna get checked out.
Yeah, it could be anything from the valve to the little O-ring in there, some sort of something on the connection.
The reason why we want to push this off too is because for the next week we're going to be indoors at a condo with our family, so we're going to have other vehicles, and then we could just drop it off at the mechanic and not have to go live at a mechanic while we get something fixed.
One of the mechanics said, yeah, no problem, bring it in. If you bring it in today, Friday, we can look at it Monday. I'm like, you don't understand, that's our whole house. We're not going to live in your lot all weekend, but thank you.
All right, let's check everything out.
Give me an update.
No weird smells, nothing leaking at all, probably because we're not running the actual cold AC. But we'll be monitoring it.
We're gonna hydrate and have a snack. Let's go.
Come on. I got my fresh watermelon juice to hydrate me here out in the desert of Texas. We're just crisping up some scallion pancakes. These are from Trader Joe's. Absolutely exceptional.
I love a sweet pancake and everything, or French toast is delicious like Giulietta made in our last video, but a savory pancake, nothing compares for me.
So yum.
It can seem intimidating, but it's just a few ingredients.
I got mine covered with some kimchi on here.
So today has definitely been an emotional roller coaster already. Not knowing what was going on with our truck, your mind always goes to the worst thing, but then talking about it, doing some research, feeling so much better about things. And there's actually been a lot going on in our personal lives with our families that I'm not going to get into. Just know that we are so grateful that everything's on the up and up. We have so much to look forward to. And this is egg. Made it to our Harvest Host location. This is actually an art center. They have a Stonehenge replica out there, and tonight they're putting on a show. I don't know if we're gonna make that, but it is so cool that it's happening. We're gonna make some dinner, settle in. We are on this incredible river. Look at this, all this riverfront. Are you happy to be here?
I am happy to be here. So this is what I'm making for dinner. And this has been on rotation for us for the past few weeks. It's these panko breadcrumbs, and we just get the chicken tenders, and they're so moist and delicious and salty and ranchy. It's buttermilk ranch crispy panko blend.
It does feel really good to be back in Texas. It does. It feels like home. We're out in hill country. You know, we spent so much time out here. I checked for some local beers, but the store that we went in had nothing of the sort. And you know, I'm not just gonna get a Bud Light. No. So I put some of my beers in the refrigerator. I got some beets, which I'm excited about. We'll put a cucumber.
And we just lightly fry them in avocado oil. Oh, give me flipping. Those look good.
I freaking love beets so much. I could eat so many of them. The thing is, they stain everything, so to be honest, I do waste a paper plate on cutting them, otherwise that red juice is everywhere. Ta-da!
Look at how loaded this salad is, okay? We just did that in 10 minutes. This chicken is super moist with those breadcrumbs on it. And it tastes so good.
Try. I just changed my mind. Since the play is happening right here, there was actually this little live music place around the corner that I wanted to go to. And Giulietta reminded me how important it is that she edits this video. She is working super hard right now. Really, really grateful for that. It's an Edgar Allan Poe play. So I'm gonna go solo on this, watch a play. I figured, why the heck not? It's incredible that these people come together, learn all these lines, put on this whole production. I'm gonna watch it.
Look who's so cute, ready to go to a play.
Put on my cardigan.
You look like you go to plays for fun and read books. Look at you! That's my girl. I'm gonna miss you.
You know how much makeup I put on for this? None. You know what I did to my hair? Nothing. Chapstick, cardigan.
Bookworm chic right there. Adorable.
Excuse me, I have to go to a play.
I've had about 6 months, the last 6 months. It's the longest I've ever had without checking.
You see that? This is a Mexican restaurant attached to a gas station. Since we are in Texas, we are not making our own breakfast today. We have secured burritos. And as soon as I walked in, everyone's like, this place is the best. I love a hole in the wall. If it's a hole in the wall with good food, that's our kind of vibe. I didn't have to like say what I wanted on my taco. I just picked the Alex. And Giulietta picked the TJ. Every single person in there was leaving like, what? Like, whoa, that was so good. Let's eat some tacos all together, including a good tip. $10. That's what I'm looking for. And we got some little salsas.
I just need to take some of these onions off. Holy. It looks really good.
This tortilla looks amazing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Holy Toledo.
Tastes super fresh. I mean, mine couldn't be any more simple, but it's just like delicious flavors.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We took a week off from traveling on the road for a family reunion in New Braunfels, Texas. We met up with Amber's mom, my older sister that live in Florida, and with my little sister Maya, who a lot of you know. She had her baby boy. We went shopping a lot. It was just really nice to be back with our family. As many of you know, that's a big part of our life and who we are, is being with our families and loving them. They're amazing people. We're super fortunate to have them. So I think that's our hardest part also about traveling, is that we miss them. But this week definitely soothed our souls, and it was just so much fun.
We are camping again. We're camping again. We are camping. Officially back in our element. Right now we are in Texas. Some of the campsites that we have booked are only for one night because we are traveling right now we are looking forward to having a few nights in somewhere really special in a couple of days. For now, today we have a 5-hour travel day. On a totally different topic, our camper is not doing so great. The inside is wonderful, you know. The integrity of the frame is quickly depleting. We're gonna have to figure something out. It's been a break being in Colorado in the cool weather and the dry air. But as the second we hit this moisture, all of our problems begin to recirculate and actually worsen. This is gonna be a lot of work, a lot of decisions, but we're gonna figure it out together. It did not rain. Our truck is full, everything's falling, and I can't do this one-handed. So, see you soon. How quickly are you remembering about this condensation? Considering it didn't rain.
Oh my gosh.
And everything is this wet. The sun came out, but so did the traffic. There was already a major highway, what was it? Wasn't it 10 East? That was totally shut down. There were just cops just standing in the road drinking their little Red Bulls. And now we had to take a detour and there's just lots and lots of traffic. And I gotta tell you, some pretty terrible drivers. The person in front of us, Giulietta, just gave him a good old 10-second honk. Yeah, they were like inches from our car. They didn't even signal to us or anything, but that's our little road update for you. We're definitely adding on some hours to today's 5-hour drive. But I did already look up a place to get a po' boy, and you know I'm about to get one. I don't go to Louisiana without getting a po' boy.
Just got through all that traffic. Oh my gosh. Ooh. I mean, we made the mistake of traveling on the weekend. It's Saturday right now, and it's just vehicles everywhere. I don't know. Traffic is not my thing, and honestly, these busy areas are not my thing either. I'm done complaining, I promise.
We've been to Buc-ee's twice in the past 2 days. Their gas is just cheaper, and their bathrooms are clean. And I'm a sucker for the Southwest salad, so I just got that. We ate it. I got an iced coffee. It's a little road snack.
Gotta get the Buc-ee's beef jerky. Jalapeno honey is my favorite flavor. Amber just confirmed it's the best flavor.
We're at a rest stop about an hour and a half from where we're gonna be today, and our camper just took a big turn for the worse. There's this piece of wood.
It's falling apart! Camper is falling apart!
The whole side of the camper is compromised. That's to put it sweetly. So there's this whole piece of wood that we've been putting these little fixes on, and it's falling off. Whoa.
Basically, our water pipe is holding this up because our freshwater inlet is right here. But I have to take this off and detach it, and we can attach it later when we get back to camp. I feel like if we yank it hard enough, we could pull it off, don't you? I think the worst part would be is if it rips this water line out, because then we can't use our water pump or anything, so.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Do you have a plan for in the future of fixing this? I just don't want this piece of wood to like rip out one of the water lines right now, so we're gonna take it off. And if it rains, we're just gonna pull over, I guess. Buy a cheap camper, they say. All right, we just don't want to have any illusions that you guys should go out and buy a cheap camper, because you might be dealing with this in Louisiana.
Oof.
Look, it's taking this whole thing out though. How do we fix this though?
Wow.
Oh, let me get this piece of... I'm just trying to get this out.
I know. Hang on, it's a tap. Oh.
We do need a carpenter friend. If anybody's in Florida that wants to help me fix this for free, I'd appreciate it.
That's the face that I make when I'm trying to smile, but it's really not that happy of a moment because we don't know what our future holds at all.
Yeah, and so of course, like when you're in these situations and we just want to handle things like calm and just, you know, deal with it as it comes, and whenever we actually have the time to fix anything, we just can't do that right now. And just like not arguing, because arguing doesn't help the situation at all. Me and you arguing, it doesn't help. I'm just saying, we're in it together. We're literally experiencing it together.
I thought that it was an idea to wrap this around just so it would create a little barrier, and Giulietta said there's absolutely no point in that, and so we won't be doing that. We just got to Baton Rouge and Giulietta said, order a po' boy, so I did. And we got off the exit. I didn't realize it was the downtown exit, and I also didn't realize that there is a parade going on. So all the streets are closed. We're gonna try to get around. If you've never been to Louisiana and the whole New Orleans, Baton Rouge area, let me tell you, there are so many parades. And I looked it up, and if you hire a police officer, I think it's like $200 for the hour, that you can be escorted and have your very own parade. So we hit the parade. There's a police right here blocking all of this off, and if you can see, red light, red light, red light, red light.
It is what it is. This, you know, it's a parade, and parades happen on Saturdays. I'm not very happy right now. Okay, we've had a 5-hour drive. We've had to rip the camper apart. Yeah, we're not doing this right now.
A lot of times we don't pick up the camera when we're frustrated, but I feel like a lot of times going on right now is this fake smile where it's like we want it to be great, but you're along for the journey. You get to see even the not so sweet times, which is right now, but we're getting out. Giulietta's nice and frustrated. But I called the restaurant and said we can't get there, and they said okay. And we've landed for the night. We got to this campground. You just pull up. The office is closed, so we're gonna pay tomorrow. It's actually an equestrian park too, so I'm hearing horses. Luckily, there are lots of spots left. We called and said that there should be, so we're grateful. And we're also grateful that we have some delicious food that we are going to cook ourselves. That was a stressful po' boy situation. We don't need that.
We will get it tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow, but I mean, it's supposed to be fun and exciting. And we're here. We're just happy to be here, really. Really.
I do love you.
You do?
We're in this together.
You swear?
You're the best.
She's not mad at me.
Never.
For picking a po' boy spot with a parade.
I was not mad about that at all.
No. She was happy about that.
You didn't know. How would you have known?
I didn't know. I did not know there was a parade. I didn't know. This side of our camper looks so good. If both the sides looked like this, we would be happy. But they don't. We're just gonna laugh about it until we get it fixed, or fix it, or we actually need a solution. We're gonna tell you the criteria that we're looking for in a camper, and let's see if you can help. Please, please somebody help. It's time to cook. I'm gonna make a smorgasbord of things that we have in our refrigerator. You probably have them in your fridge too. Let's see. We're gonna cook some broccoli. We have some already baked potatoes. Here's some salami, some peppered salami, some cheese. And this is acorn, I think it's acorn squash, is that what it's called? Or delicata squash that we have already cooked up.
Thank you. Oh, that's so unique. I like it.
You do?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just burnt out from the road. That was quite a day, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. We did good though. Mm-hmm. We did good. I'm just having a little nighttime bowl of cereal to soothe my stress. We've been very wishy-washy on our next plan and our next steps. We want a cool looking camper. That's our problem. Tow behinds aren't really like They don't thrill me as much as truck campers do, but I think the most sensible thing with the way that we live, since we can't post all summer long, is to have something with a little bit more space and just more amenities, like a shower in it. I mean, it really makes a lot more sense for us. Like, we can't afford to not have a summertime job. I think the right thing for us to do is to get a tow behind, because financially it's more in our reach versus like a bigger truck camper or anything else. I mean, a bigger truck camper would be like the ultimate, I think, but still, it's like being able to detach from our vehicle easily.
It's not really realistic.
Yeah, and I think a tow behind just seems like the sensible thing for us to do as adults who live in a camper.
When we arrive at a place that we're going to be at for an extended period of time, we have to bring our truck camper everywhere with us. And sometimes it's totally okay, but you know, when there's bumpy roads and it's a lot of wear and tear, it's just convenient. I mean, most people when they go to the store don't have a camper on their truck. Can you tell that we are so up and down about everything? We'll be like, this is the camper we want. And then we'll say, oh no, let's just keep this and fix this. And it's just so hard to know the right thing to do.
We also only have about 2 weeks time before we start our next job. And it just starts to feel like everything is so rushed, and that's not how we want to do things. We don't want to rush into something feeling like we need it out of necessity.
There's just so many moving elements that we are going to talk about it, think about it, breathe on it. We're not making any decisions tonight, but we're going to need your help with this decision too. After a good night's sleep, letting our minds rest, letting everything calm down, we're not in the heat of the moment anymore. It was funny last night when we got in our camper, we were stressing, but we love our camper. It's so cozy. We have, no joke, been scouring Facebook Marketplace looking for the right camper. We have some criteria that are non-negotiable, and we have some, well, that we don't want to live without. And then some are just like, whoa, that's awesome. Giulietta's actually been looking for an extended period of time, and she just enjoys browsing. But me, I got serious about it recently, and there are some really cool options, but I want your help too.
Here's a piece of our camper. I think I'm just gonna take the trim from here. This is the criteria that we have for a new camper if we get one, and it's gotta be under 10 years old, under 21 feet, which we're open to a little bit longer, but under 21 would be ideal. Under $10,000, and it has to have a separate shower. We would also prefer a dinette table.
You know I have to jump in here because I have something else to say. Yeah. I want our bed to be at least queen size and facing north-south. I also want, you know, you want to hear more, right? I would love to have a bigger sink than we have in the kitchen. Right now, it's about like this big. Some of these campers that we're looking at even have 2 sinks or just 1 larger sink. That would be amazing. And if it looks beautiful, that would bring me so much joy. So under 10 years old fits a lot of that. You know, some of the really older campers have that yellowy color, which we can paint, but I would love for this bad boy to look really pretty when we get it.
And that means that we don't really want to do a whole lot of renovations to it. We want something just ready to go, something that we're not going to change or modify a lot, because if we decide down the road a year from now we don't love this, we can easily sell it and it's all stock. But we will definitely put our honey aroma touch on it and make it cute. Another long drive day. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go take a shower.
Yeah, I gotta be fresh for these long drive days. We're heading to the Panhandle of Florida. So excited for this. We're just gonna relax and chill out. Relaxing time with me and Amber, just to be alone before we go see our families and before we start another job. And I think honestly having the downtime at the beach is gonna be huge and very crucial for us to figure out like what our next step is and just give us some downtime to relax.
Smell the po' boy already? You know, Giulietta's been scouring the internet for campers. Well, I've been scouring the internet for the perfect po' boy. Look at us. We're technically eating at the restaurant, but we're still sitting outside because they have outside table service.
Hey.
Winston. If I'm in New Orleans, you know I'm gonna get an Abita beer. This is the
Abita Andy Gator.
Andy Gator. I'm so used to getting the Straw Gator. They have a strawberry version of this, but this is the classic. And I love everything about it.
She just brought us some free oysters because I guess they messed with the order, they didn't put jalapenos. But there's bacon and pepper jack cheese.
It is?
Yeah, the oysters got us.
People are so nice here, by the way. Okay, let's see. That's some catfish po' boy.
You gonna take a bite?
Yeah, I asked for Roma load sauce. Looks like relish with mayonnaise and ketchup or something. I don't know.
Grabbing me a fry.
This fluffy bread. Let's see if I can even get to it. Everything I wanted.
We almost left the camera.
We left it in the chair and we realized, and Giulietta's running back, the server's running it towards us, and what did you say?
I said, I'm running right now, and I do not run. I gotta say, I love when we are back in the South. The food is so much better. I gotta say, the only thing about Colorado, and we didn't go to a whole lot of restaurants, but we didn't love the food. I don't know. Might be a little controversial to say that, but Colorado, we couldn't find anything that was like super delicious. Tater tots were the bomb, and they were kind of everywhere, but tater tots are always good.
It's not like the food wasn't like good in Colorado, but this southern food, it'll always have my heart.
Let's get the air on. It is late October and we have to run the AC all the time, but other than that, love the heat. Like, it feels perfect. It feels so good on my skin. Thank you so much for watching this video. Comment down below, give us your input on the kind of rig we should get, what we should do. Tell us what you think. We want to hear your opinion. That was a little bit stressful, but it's always fun. We'll see you on the road.